All right, hey, so the upper limb, we're looking at the shoulder girdle here. Okay, we have the scapula or your shoulder blade. We have your upper arm or the humerus. And then we have this bone. Okay, that is your clavicle. You guys know it probably more commonly as your collarbone. It would sit inside here, kind of like so, in order to make your shoulder joint. Okay, you can feel your collarbones there. So that's your clavicle. All right, we're not going to talk a lot more about that other than it's your collarbone. Moving on to your scapula. Okay, we got a lot of things in the scapula here. Okay, I'm looking at a right scapula. So on your right, this perpendicular side, the one that is not angled, is more straight up and down. That's toward your spine. Okay, that part of your shoulder blade's in the middle. This angled side is lateral, so it's toward the outside. So let me pick this thing up. Here's our scapula. The first part where I have a number 5 in here, this is the glenoid cavity. All right, the ball and socket feature of your clavicle, I'm sorry, of your shoulder, is not as secure as the one in our hip, which means you're more likely to dislocate your shoulder. But think about all the range of motion that gives us with our arms that our legs simply cannot do. Okay, so that's the glenoid cavity. That is where the humerus would come in and sit and would rotate in there. Next up, we have the Acromion process. That's this one here, number 4, hanging off the back. All right, so from the front, we see it come and arch and land. This is what it looks like from the back. Okay, it's a lot more obvious, a lot more pronounced on the back there as the Acromion process. In the front, you see this little hook hanging off the front of the shoulder blade. That is the Acromion process. Okay, sorry, I said that wrong. Coracoid process, not chromium. Coracoid process is this one that's hanging off there. Okay, so these things together with the clavicle help make that socket for the humerus to stick into. Your scapula also has on the backside a spine. I have it labeled with a number 7. Do you see this spine on the back here of your scapula? We're going to find out that there's muscles above and below the spine. That's one of the things that lets you elevate your shoulders and bring your shoulders back down, or the muscles that attach onto this thing. We label a couple of borders. Okay, so once again, this is a right side, this is lateral, this is medial. So our medial border is this edge. Our lateral border is this edge here. And then we have a superior and an inferior angle. This is that superior angle. That's almost a right angle. This is the superior angle. And then our inferior angle is down here. Okay, so there's the scapula. Totally a weird, irregular bone that we have, but it provides a bunch of different anchor spots for muscles, and plays a big role in enabling the wide range of motion that we have with our arms.